G'day folks. Welcome to a nicely warm afternoon at Ed Systems. We had a special guest today again, Jay the Aussie, once again, and he bought me some goodies again. So we've got some autopsies and cool TVs to play with. We'll have a quick look at that shortly, but for now I'll just give you a bit of an update on the workshop and things like that. Not that much else has been happening. I've been working out some stuff with the Volkswagen Audi engines. I did get the other one retimed. It turned out I got the belts mixed up with another one, and the belt that I got mixed up with was obviously too short, so I wasted half the night trying to fit it. I did find the other belt. I'd put it somewhere else for cleaning and forgotten about it. Not a good thing to do. But yeah, I did manage to get that belt cleaned up on Tuesday and fit it up there. So it does work, but compression's fairly low, so it's just sitting there waiting for, well, I'll basically cut it off the table and attach it to a trolley and put it outside for now. I will find a way of starting it. I want a proper cranking drill or something like that, a big heavy duty drill, just to turn it over by the crankshaft bolt. I don't have a starter motor for it, so that's a bit of a problem, but anyway. Apart from that, PCs and things are working well. A friend of mine, or subscriber of mine in Tasmania, has offered me a E8400 and an ASUS board. He's moving house and actually moving quite close to me, so I hope all goes well with the move, and I'm awaiting the arrival of the E8400 Core 2 and the main board, so I'll get all that set up when I do. Probably, I might even set it up in the new case for the time being. I'm not going to be buying brand new Core i7 stuff just yet, but eventually I will when I really need it. But at the moment, I still can't justify buying new hardware. It's no real point in spending a lot of money on it. Likewise, I've got a scrap car to pick up. That's the Daewoo from my supervisor, 99 Lanos hatchback. It's worth a couple of $100, so I'll give her a couple of $100 for it. It's not in the best health. I think the engine's on its way out and it needs exhaust and a bunch of other shit for roadworthy, plus a full RTA inspection since it's been out of rego since the 3rd of March, or 29th of March 2012, so not the best thing. That's why it doesn't pay to let your rego run out in Victoria. You only get 3 months to re-register it before it has to be fully re-inspected and everything, and it's like $1,000 ordeal just for that. Or 12 months rego plus the inspection or something's like $1,000 or so. So it just makes it affordable car virtually not worth putting back on the road again, which is pretty sad and very wasteful. I'll try and find it a good home if the engine's not completely rooted, but if the engine's actually blown and burning oil, well, I might pull it out and find something fun to do with it, which I don't think I'll be able to do with these Volkswagen engines, but I probably could do with a Daewoo engine that still has decent compression, because as you'll see in a minute, the Volkswagen engines aren't the happiest. Likewise, if you're into more air cannon stuff, channel I found quite a while ago and just never really got in, or basically just forgot about, and I just recently contacted me, is RDF Studios. These guys are pretty funny, and they've got a reasonable set of slow motion cameras. I mean, they're not $20,000 slow-mo camera, but they're basic low definition slow-mo cameras, and they get some awesome shots of things being obliterated by a rather hefty air cannon. The kind of stuff that probably wouldn't be legal where I am. What I'm doing is borderline legal according to local authorities, but if I did anything like this, I'd probably end up behind bars. So yeah, thank God for the United States of America. I mean, God bless the USA. Everything's better with big guns. So yeah, I think I found them through Tower Fledermaus. I think I pronounced that right. Much more well-known channel. A lot of you would have seen it. And he's got an awesome slow-mo setup. Like the minigun video he just put up. Really nice slow-mo camera. I don't know how much it would have cost, but yeah. And of course he's got a metric ton of awesome videos. I've only just skimmed the surface of some of them. Mostly the weird shotgun loads and the waxer ones, but he's got stuff of everything. Science experiments, paintball, FNP90, toy destruction, pellet guns, yeah. Haven't even begun to go through the playlists. So yeah, the two of them are well worth checking out. I think they did a collab together with the world's biggest wax slug, and they were shooting it at a 40-inch LCD television, and it made a horrible mess. Oh well, speaking of LCD televisions, yes, Jay was here and he bought a whole carload of goodies. So I got half a dozen more LCD panels. That's the best one of the lot. It's a slightly smaller version of the one I've got in the house at the moment, which is also a Pyrod, but it's basically dead to the world. Backlights come on and the panel just stays completely blank. So I'm hoping that either the digital board from this one might fit it and work, and I end up with a 40-inch, or I'll keep this 32 as it is, and probably try and put the input can on the back, which strangely enough is a separate block, see if the input block that I've got works, because if you plug video signal into this one, it comes up with a horrible image, like really bad. I haven't tried it myself, but he said every time he tried it on the normal video inputs, it just came up as just garbage image. So I'm guessing that's the problem with this one. It does work fine on PC. It's set up to run on PC at the moment. We have had it running, but as far as AV inputs go, dead. It just doesn't want to work properly. So again, it's a Kmart television. I think Kmart sold these for, well, the 40-inch version, HD ready as they called it, was about $2.5 grand back in the day. Like, this is like mid-2000s when LCDs were really taking off. There's more other ones. Another very unhappy Samsung. It's been smashed for a while because it looks like there's like a 10mm gap between the outer plastic and the actual panel. It's all collapsed, or it's had something sitting on it for a while. But yeah, it's trying to work. You can see the movement of the image there. If I press the menu button, it'll move around. Yeah. It does respond. The boards in it are probably okay, but they're quite weathered. As you can see, it's been out in the weather for a long time. It's amazing it still works this well. Yeah, LA32 T51B. Yeah. There's more like that. They're all cheaper brands. They have been weathered. They've been just tossed into storage by a repair tech or something. There's a couple of, or 3 instantaneous hot water units, 2 Bosch ones and one other one I've never seen before. So we'll autopsy them and scrap them out. And yeah, he's going to bring a compressor and some other bits and pieces down to work on for him. Well, we'll do a build night. We'll build a compressor for him using a big repulsion start motor and a couple of compressor pumps. Make big decent air compressor. And for that, I think he's going to bring even more televisions. So we'll have more flat panel TVs than you could ever want. And I'll probably find some fun things to do with the unrepairable ones, which might include a compressed air cannon and high velocity projectiles. Yay! As far as this engine goes, and the one outside, well, the compression on this one isn't exactly stellar. Like, it'll fire on petrol, but as far as trying to hot tube it with glow plugs, I think I'd be wasting my time. So if I can find a way of starting it like a big, like really big gear reduced power drill, this thing would probably go again. But I don't have one of them at the moment, so that's not going to happen just yet. As far as model number on it, there's a star followed by ZB191387 on that one. The other one has Volkswagen logos and a different number. I'll post it in the description. I think it's accessible. Oh, nope, wrong side. This one's got a different design too. It's got this rail across the side of the head. Yeah, that one's FS007297 and has Volkswagen logos either side, not a big star. And that's a block number on it. This one's completely rusted solid, like ring locked badly. It's probably not going to come free again. Head number. Anyway, I didn't realise these were manufactured for so long. People were telling me they've been made up until the late 90s. I was figuring, being a Passat engine, I figured it might have been something more exotic, but apparently not. Yeah, so I've got no problem destroying this one in experimental reasons. The valves on it are pretty much rooted. Hasn't had an oil change in decades, so who cares about the rest of the engine. The carburetor will be a keeper, I guess, but that's about it. The rest of it is just completely knackered. So we're going to have a bit of fun with that once I get it portable on a trolley, and preferably outside. I don't really need it in here on the table at the moment. It's not going to be as easy as I thought, so we'll get rid of it. Apart from that, and lots of equipment autopsies and little bits to work through, we'll yeah, get into some more cool stuff once I find places to put all this stuff. You gotta love LCDs. They are more fun than CRTs once you break them. Oops, I broke it. Screw it. There we go. That fixed it. I'll pull this one to bits tonight anyway. There's more than enough others to play with. Although I should just use this as a air gun target while it's still working. I don't think I'd trust boards with that much corrosion and crap on them in a working set. Yeah, that'll still react quite nicely. Anyway, that's your Wednesday update. Still very busy with work, so stuff out here will be on and off at best. Anyway, thanks for watching, have fun, check out the links in the description, and stay tuned for loads more. Because, yeah, I think we're going to be having some more television fun soon.